Peace to the gods and the goddesses of the nation, of the land, and of all creation. I hope everybody doing well. Hope you blessed in a positive mood and spreading that feeling on everyone that you come in contact with. We now know that Joe Biden is going to be the new president. We now know that Joe Biden is the president-elect. And family, what I must say from what I've seen throughout these few days that, the 270 electoral votes were being counted and everything was going on with the shenanigans with the Trump supporters, the shenanigans that Trump sent out talking about the shit was being rigged. Oh, stop the count, keep the count, keep counting. All I seen was a bunch of shenanigans and a bunch of shit that made me dislike Trump even more. If you look at the presidential election and you look at the places that he was trying to stop the count from coming from, this was all the places that was black places. Wisconsin, he got mad about that. Why? Because he knew the only places that the votes was going to come from was the city of Milwaukee, where black people was dominating. Michigan, he tried to stop that. Why? Because he knew that Detroit and all the electoral votes that come from Michigan itself was going to come from the black people that was in Detroit and all the black areas that was coming out to get his ass up out of office. He tried to stop Pennsylvania. Why? Because he knew that the black people in Philadelphia, the black people in Erie, Pennsylvania, the black people in Harrisburg, the black people in Pittsburgh, they was going to come out and they was going to root for his ass to be put up out of office. This is why. And then we see a bunch of Trump supporters. And if you're a Trump supporter, let me sympathize with you because your candidate lost. But at the end of the day, look at all the bullshit that y'all had to do to even be able to get a sniff of the Supreme Court to be able to stop the count in certain places and keep the count in certain places. Y'all had to blatantly go on social media and create lies. I think I've seen about 15 lies about 15 different people who died, or the Sharpie pens, or they wasn't letting the people see the vote, see the count. It's like a whole bunch, a heap of bull crap that you guys was feeding to the American people in order to get us on your side, in order for you to be able to elect a person who really truly doesn't even give a damn about you yourself into office, in order for him to implement another 4 years of the bull crap that he's already been doing. Do you know how America is being looked at by all these other nations? Do you know how people see us? Do you know that when you go out of the country and you go into another country, right? And you see it, and the people from the other country be like, oh, where are you from? And you be like, hey, I'm from America. And they be like, oh, fuck Donald Trump. This is what you're getting. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? This is what you're getting. And this is what you're willing to live with? Hold on for a second, family. Pardon me for that second, family. But this is the person that you sitting up here basing your life up on? This is the person that you're willing to lie for in order to keep them in office? So they can implement the same bull crap that they've been implementing for the last 4 years? So a whole bunch of children whose family, whose mothers, whose fathers he claimed as an illegal immigrant, they're being locked up inside of a home somewhere, can't see their mother, can't see their fathers, probably don't even see their brothers or their sisters, can't see their grandparents, can't see their cousins. Only thing that they got is the people, the people that's looking over them right now. The police that's looking over them right now. That's what you want? That's what you like? For little kids to be separated from their family in order to be put inside of a society that they know not? Is that what you want? Is that what you was making up all those lies for on the internet, on Twitter, on Instagram, talking about this, talking about that? Is that what you was doing all of that for? Is this right here, the shit the thing about it is, you sit up here and talk about a wall, about how the wall never got built. When he was taking your money for the wall, you were supplying the wall. Did Mexico supply that wall? No. Who supplied that wall? Who made all those donations to Trump so he could be able to put a little tiny bit of a wall up because he antisocial and don't want to fuck with no other country? Think about that. Think about this logical. When this dude came into office, who did he go to? Who did he start with? He started with Iran. He started with China. He started with Europe. He started with the UK. He started with everybody except for Russia. He pulled out of the World Health Organization, something that's where scientists from all over the world get together to make vital decisions for the betterment of humanity, and he pulls out. He pulled out of the Paris climate deal, which limits the amount of pollutions that a country is supposed to pollute into the air. This is why China is the way that it is now, where everybody have to walk. Think about it. China, they've been walking around with masks for years, family. So this is the person that y'all was willing to make lies about, make lies for, and put them out into the country so people be going through all of this type of bull crap to keep this man in office? A man who would not disavow the KKK, a man who would not disavow the Proud Boys, a man who would not disavow the alt-right, a man who would not disavow David Duke, a man who would not disavow the black helicopters, the man who would not disavow the Patriots. This is the man that you lied for and put into office. And what made it worse is you set up outside a polling station with guns to intimidate voters. Is this what your country is about? We have to intimidate the counters now? We up here with guns. I don't care about. Come on, man. When a person see a gun, they are intimidated. Name one person who ever seen another person with a gun on them and didn't feel some type of way, either in admiration or in fear. What is you talking about? This is what we're resulting to where you have to sit up there, bring guns on a public premise and threaten, try to bombard the polling stations where they're doing the count with guns. You trying to hijack the state? I told you guys in videos countless of times, months before, years before this actually even happened. I told you it was going to be a miracle to be up here and get this dude out of office. Why? Because he doesn't respect the American law that is in place right now. He feels like he is the law. He feels like he doesn't have to listen to nobody. And the FBI and the CIA and the government officials might have to drag him out of office because he feels like he really won. Because of psychological and egotistical, he is a narcissist. There's no other way to put it. Prima donna at his best. You get what I'm saying to you, family? So if you got this person who is so concerned with his ego and his pride more than he's concerned with the safety and the benefit of his own country, why would you want this in office? Why? How many nations have threatened to nuke us in the past 4 years? We didn't get that many nuke threats. I don't even think we really even was too much hearing about Kim Jong-un until what's his face got into office. Kim Jong-un like I nuked the U.S. Iran talk about what will nuke the U.S. They done got they balls up. They got they balls up, sitting up here feeling like we this little country. What is you talking about? We get you up out of here. What is you talking about? America? This is the person that you want running your country. Facts, though. Come on, let's be honest. This is the person that you want running your country. Who got Twitter fingers? Who anytime somebody go against him, he get mad like a little girl and run to Twitter and want to tell everybody, this who you want? What is wrong with y'all? This who you want. You want a crybaby. That's what you want. You want, they don't like me. Come on, man. This man never even stepped foot in the restaurant inside of Washington, D.C., where he supposed to live. You can't come to the White House and make decisions and then go to Cancun. Come on, what type of president does that? This who you want in office. You want a man in office who doesn't respect you enough to even step in the house that you put him in. He won't even live in the house that you put him in, but you respect him. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying here, family. Excuse me. Think about what I'm saying to you. This is who you want in office. He won't even live in the house that you gave him for free, and you paying him to be there. His wife too good to sleep in them beds. He too good to sleep in them beds. This is what he's telling you. The man was still staying at the Trump Towers months after he was elected. They had to tell him, like, yo, bro, you have to go to the White House. I don't want to go to the White House. I don't want to go to the White House. The bed's not comfortable there. Come on, think about it. This is who you guys are lying and putting stuff in the mix for. Come on, where's the logical sense in that? And then you racist people, right, who voted for him. What about all those times that in 2002 and in 2012, not in 2012, but in like 2002 in the early 90s, where he was bombing on y'all? Where he was saying all racist people are stupid. I don't associate myself with racist people. I don't associate myself with the KKK. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that he only uses you when it's into benefit for himself? Don't you want to, and this is for you racist people so you can understand. Didn't y'all notice that before this election, he forgot all about y'all except for the stand by, stand down? That was the only time that you guys were mentioned. Who was mentioned more than you guys? And who was he pleading to more than you guys? The black people. The black vote. Who did he try to stop when the election started to happen? Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, California. He was trying to stop everywhere. Who were these people that he was trying to stop the black vote? Why? Because he know the black vote is more powerful than your vote. And he know that once the black vote is against him, that he's out of office. So he tried to stop every place that the black vote was coming from in order to keep himself into office. Just remember, when he knew that he had some of the black people. Remember when he first came into office, he knew he had some of the black people. He didn't have you guys. So what did he do? He incited you guys. He used you guys in order to be able to get himself in office. But when it came beneficial for him to do the things that you guys really wanted him to do, think about it. Think about it, racist people who voted for Trump. He didn't do shit that you wanted him to do. Did democracy change? All I seen was more black empowerment. So what the fuck? All I seen is more of you guys labeled as terrorists. Is that not true? So what did he do for you guys? But you guys are willing to stand up in front of fucking polling offices with guns, threatening people, trying to get people scared for a man who really don't care about you. Think about it, stupid. Think about it. And in no shape or form is this me trying to endorse Biden and Kamala Harris. I believe all politicians have a hidden agenda. Shit, I got a hidden agenda of what I want to do. I don't believe no man don't have no hidden agenda. Everybody has an agenda. An agenda is something that you want for yourself. Everybody got that. So am I sitting up here endorsing Joe Biden, thinking that he's going to be able to? Because what I care about prison reform. I care about the way that police can use force against a regular civilian that may harm them, that may kill him, i.e., George Floyd, and countless others who's been gunned down or brutally murdered from the hands of a cop. That's what I care about. If he could change that, then I'm all for him. More power to him. I'm all for it. But that doesn't mean that he's some angel. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that about no man. We all have our flaws. But I'd rather choose the lesser of two evils. And I know the evil with Trump was inciting a evil in other people who we haven't seen really too much incited since like the early 80s, 70s, 60s. You get what I'm saying? The KKK lost their power. But then they started regaining their power once he got into office. You get what I'm saying? You don't need that if you are a nation built on diversity and bringing everybody together. You don't. Racist people cannot cannot be in a society like that. If you want a society that's going to be the richest, the most powerful in warfare, you can't have racist people there. Why? Because you have different talents for different people. This is what I'm saying to you. Every single race that we have on this planet that we have their own unique things that's due to them. And that it may take a bunch of maybe a few or maybe a lot of them to where the point where they benefit the world from it. This is what America is supposed to be built on at this moment in time. It's supposed to be built on diversity and multicultural people who are in it to benefit that specific country. It's not built for racist people. Because with racist people, it's only supposed to be one set race right there. And one set race ain't gonna get it done on a planet with multi races. It's not gonna get it done. You have to unify and bring everybody together in order to get a valid point across. Everybody has to agree on terms. Everybody has to want the best for that country in the world that we're living in at this point in time. And you cannot do that with racist people. But I'm not gonna talk you guys ear off. You guys already know I love you, man. Thank you for supporting me. If you're new to my channel, if you just finding this, make sure that you like and subscribe. Check out some of my older videos when I'm not just talking about Donald Trump or who supported him. When I'm actually giving you lectures that empower you, that frees your mind, because there's a lot of things that we're hearing out here that are not true, i.e. Alex Jones and all of them people. But I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you that realness. So if you're new to my channel, like and subscribe. For all of my subscribers who've been riding with me all this time, thank you, and I love you, man. You already know how I end my jump off. Peace to the gods and the goddesses of the nation, of the land, and of all creation. Y'all be blessed.